right, gentlemen. I want you to repeat after me, just how I do it. Ready? Your turn.
All right, 1942. Hyper.
Well, yeah.
No longer considered a polite term these
Oh.
days. Shortened version of hyperactive. It used to describe kids with far too much energy.
And now we call it ADHD.
Yeah.
Or ADD.
Hyper is rude. Shut up, hyper. You're hyper. Quit being so hyper. You spaz. All right. 1943. Duh. 1943. Duh.
What?
It said, though we associate duh with the 90s, it was widely used as an offhanded remark in the 1940s.
Well, aren't they special? Take that.
All right, and we all know what this is. 1944. This was me to my sister. A tag-along.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, this is someone who was unexpectedly joining in on your plans.
Oh,
Check this out. You know how Homer Simpson says, dough?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 1945, dough was a thing. Before Homer Simpson had this catchphrase,
Ooh.
this expression has roots in radio programs, specifically the program, It's That Man Again.
Okay.
Oh man, it's that man again. 1946.
Sharp to A major.
Oops.
A major.
A major. I'm singing in A major.
Okay. Do you know what that
La
one was?
la 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 la. Don't get a copyright on the Smurfy Show.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm messing with buttons.
All right, so
Go
have you ever heard to be cheesed or to be cheesed off?
Yes.
All right, that came from 1946. What does
Really?
it mean?
To be mad.
Yep, to show anger. Also, that same year, I have too much reverb, I think.
Hold on.
Also, that same
Whoops,
year.
hold on. What'd I do? Okay, try it. Ooh. Nope.
We're reverbing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what happened.
Maine? No. Okay, it's really, really, hold on, we'll be right back. We figured it out.
Okay.
Also, that same year in 1946, square
Oh, yeah.
started entering vocabularies originating from the swing scene.
Oh,
Bunch of
really?
swingers.
That was in 46? I thought they did that in
1946.
the 50s. Teacher.
Because
Square, man.
See, that was so last decade in the 50s. Jeez, losers. The Jet Set. What year do you think Jet
Oh, my
Setting?
gosh. It's probably a lot earlier than I'm thinking, so I don't know. I got nothing.
1949.
Really?
This gossip column standby was first used in 1949 to describe young people who were living fast and glamorously.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm such a jet setter. I'm off to Paris
On my boat.
with my white go-go boots on my boot, Bobby.
Did you see that? Did you watch that? Oh, yeah, you did.
I'm living vicariously through you, Bobby.
I love Bobby.
Bobby. Do you know my
Bobby?
brother's name is Bobby?
Really?
You know my daddy's name was Bobby?
Oh, that's right. Bobby.
Bobby.
I love Bobby. I want to go live in
Do you
Australia.
know my grandfather's name was Bobby? Do you know I have two uncles named Bobby? I have a brother-in-law named Bobby. The Bobbies are coming. The Bobbies are here.
Do you know in England the policemen are called Bobbies?
Yes, and when they hear the sirens about, they say the Bobbies are coming. The Bobbies are coming. Nerd.
I'm looking at one.
I'm calling you one, and I'm asking you when that came about. Nerd.
That reminds me
And
of a
I'm
joke
looking
that I
in
will
a
tell
mirror
you.
because I'm a
I know,
nerd too.
same. I will tell you a joke about that.
I want a joke now. We can talk
Oh,
about
no.
nerds later. Okay. I guess this is an off-air joke.
Correct.
Parental discretion is
It's
advised.
advised.
Nerd. Nerd! 1951.
What about the candies? Gotcha.
Let us know. Let us know.
Gotcha.
Haunted Savoy.
Because they're
Do you know
delicious.
that guy? They
Especially
are delicious.
the clusters.
Although I can't really eat them. Nerd clusters. A cluster of nerds. Our favorite thing.
That's me and you.
That's us.
The nerd cluster.
And we're just added Becky.
Wait, that's right.
A cluster of nerds.
It's only a cluster when the three of us are together.
Yes, and FYI, the three of us, Becky, our guest star, is going to be joining our crew.
That's right. The cluster of creepsters.
The creepster
The
cluster.
nerd creepster cluster.
The nerd revolution.
Oh my goodness.
What?
No, I'm just.
Oh. Oh my goodness! It's a revolution!
I'm in.
All right, it's going to be great, and we're getting the
cannot
studio all ready. Becky brought
Becky, if you're out
camera. We love you.
we love you and we can't wait for you to join us.
And what do you think about the Bob's Burgers she brought?
Oh my God, Becky, I love it. Bob's Burgers is my favorite cartoon. How did you know?
Her grandson used to think his name was Bob Burger,
That's right.
and would annoy Polly, although Polly loved him very much, would annoy her, saying,
That is not his
Bob
name.
Burger is on. Bob Burger. She's like, you mean Bob's Burgers, sir? Nerd. Okay, back to the nerd.
Okay.
Nerd was signed in Newsweek and cited, in Newsweek, and defined as an alternative to the phrase square.
Oh, well, aren't they the hipsters?
Well, I'm a triangle nerd, so what do you think of that? All right, speaking of Becky, this one's for her.
Excellent.
Hippie,
I love it.
1953. A premonition. No, a permutation of hipster. I never knew that. The hippie is described as exotically dressed and given to the use of hallucinogenic drugs. That part's not Becky, but the hippie,
Yeah.
like the whole aesthetic, the boho.
Wait,
Totally.
wait. Which one is the one that doesn't smell good? The hippie or the flower child?
You know, I think they both smell like patchouli, but Becky always smells good.
I know,
She
'cause
never.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, she bathes.
She's
and
the one that smells good, because that's
Yes.
the one I want to be.
I think she's more of a flower child. A hippie, I think, is like just bathes in patchouli and moves along. You know what I mean? But I think Becky's more of a flower child because she's very clean.
I think so
And
too.
her hair always smells
I think the
good.
flower child is the smelly good one. The
Yeah.
hippie is the
The hippie is the patchouli.
yeah.
You can smell from a mile away.
Yeah.
Although I do like patchouli, but man, at them hippie fests, they be wearing all kinds of stuff. But no, Becky always smells good, so I think she's a flower
Yeah.
child. All right, what about the boonies? Living in the boonies
yeah.
in the sticks, which we all know means the middle of nowhere. It came out in 1954, and it
Or
comes,
BFE.
Yeah, BFE. I'm out here living in BFE. That was from 1980s. I mean,
Really?
I don't know. We used to say it all the time in
Oh.
the 80s. I was there, dude. I was actually there.
I
Okay.
skipped that generation. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that was
I
my
was
glory
there, but I
days.
wasn't. My body was there.
Those were my glory days.
Yeah, the 80s, dude. Bring them back. Bring them back.
They are. Scarily,
Boonies.
but not as fun.
It comes from New Hampshire.
Really?
Which, why would New Hampshire be the boonies? Isn't that where all the Richies live?
That's so.
Maybe because they're gated away from all
No,
the
Connecticut's
peons.
where all the new.
Oh, that's
new,
it.
The
Okay.
Richies.
Nah, I wouldn't know because I'm out.
I wouldn't
in the
either, but
frickin'
whatever.
boonies. Nitpicker.
Oh yeah.
Nitpicker comes from 1956, a corporate-ish term to describe a manager who can't let things go. You
I know a few of
nitpicker.
those people.
I've had a few of those managers in my time. Ennsville. It's Ennsville for
Oh,
you,
yeah.
baby.
That's. I'm gonna say the late 20s, early 30s.
That's what I thought, because I thought like flapper talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Ennsville's Kappa C. You know? No. It is actually from 1957.
Oh my gosh, I suck at this game. Go on.
Yeah, and we all know Ennsville does not necessarily refer to a specific place, but the idea of a place that's much cooler than wherever you are.
Oh well,
Like, I'm
That
living in
makes it sound good.
Ennsville, baby. I'm living in Ennsville.
totally opposite of what I thought. But go on.
No prospects, see?